All right, Adam Coon. It is the day before the World Championships start. How do you feel?
Feeling pretty good. It's the day before World Championships, but I'm not till day 3, so I have a little bit of time yet. So body's feeling pretty good. Other than the little shiner I got, feeling pretty good. Wrestling's been going pretty well. Seems to be moving pretty well. So that was the point of just kind of dialing it in, making sure that you feel good and you're ready to compete. So I got a couple more days yet to make sure the weight's down and last little bit of adjustments, but at this time it's more of a relaxed and fine-tuned than anything else.
How'd you get the shiner?
Wrestling with old Dan Miller over there. He we were getting aggressive, had a live go, and we were getting after it, and we just got into a couple weird scenarios and ended up colliding heads. And he got me. Mine's a little bit prettier than what I got with him. I did bust it open a little bit on him, but he got me better than I got him. So I guess he won that go.
So you're in the last group of guys to wrestle for Greco.
Yep.
Would that be your preference if you got to pick? When would you be wrestling?
Whenever. I really have no preference. I'm going out there to wrestle. I kind of just tell me when and where and I'll be ready type thing. So I know I'm day 3, so I'll be ready for day 3. If I was day 1, I'd be ready for day 1. It doesn't really matter to me. I just ready to go out and compete. That's basically all I need to be.
Yeah. So you've been competing at age group level World Championships, pretty much half your life at this point. This is your second senior Worlds. How is it different than your first, if there is a difference?
It's in a different place. That's one big difference. I don't know. I just have another year under my belt. I feel a little bit more prepared in terms of technical stuff. Is it the best? No, but it's better than what I was last year. So I'm hoping that carries through and I'm able to just go out there and compete. So in the grand scheme of things, there's really nothing different. It's just you're going against opponents that want to take a world title away from you, and I want it as well. So it's just going out there and battling. I have different year. I got a little more skill under me. Now it's just time to go out and compete.
Is there added pressure being a returning medalist?
No.
No.
You can make it that way if you want to, but I'm still of the mindset of this is a brand new year. I have achieved nothing. It's time to, make that podium. So I'm chasing the same thing that all these other guys are. I'm trying to get on that podium just as much as everybody else is. I don't really look at last year too much, just because it fogs up what needs to be done this weekend. So it's nice to kind of work off that success, but at the same time, it's this weekend and this weekend only that matters. So I'm going after it like an underdog for the United States, coming after it, trying to take on the world. So
I feel like in the tournaments you've wrestled this year, people have scouted you a little bit since.
I'm sure. I'm sure they have, but at the same time, I'm going out to wrestle. I don't have just one move. I have multiple things. My one move worked last year, but I've developed a lot of other things. I'm still going to go back to it because it works. If they stop it, then I'm going to go back to something else, and I'm going to come back to it later. I'm going to do my stuff. That's kind of the grand scheme of things. I'm doing my stuff, and if they stop it, well, I'm going to continue to do my stuff until something works. And if it doesn't, well, then I lose. So I'm going to have to find something that works.
Wrestling full time, how has that changed?
It's pleasantly different for sure. Not worried about all my time. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed being in school and the studying and all that stuff, but at the same time, it was very grueling and took away a lot of my personal time, social time, whatever you want to call it. So, I enjoyed being in school and all that stuff, but it's a nice little difference of I can just focus on wrestling and focus on myself. I don't have to worry about too much else going on and make sure my assignments are on time. Did I get study for this test? Did I get enough sleep last night? All that stuff. I can focus on just training and how I feel athletically and physically. So it's nice to be a dumb jock for a little bit. With that being said, I do want to get back into research at the university or something like that, just to kind of engage the brain in a different area, so I can still be a student of the sport, but also grow in other areas as well.
So you're thinking grad school?
I already finished grad school. Got my graduate's degree when I was at Michigan. So my 5th year was spent for grad school. But
what was the degree in?
Space engineering.
Space engineering.
Yeah.
Was that your undergrad too?
Yeah, aerospace. So it was a little more specific on just the space side rather than anything that goes in the air.
Gotcha.
But I'm not sure if I want to go for like another degree or anything like that. More just probably just volunteer my time in the labs and just help the professors. Just something to put on the resume, as well as just so I'm still involved in that type of stuff.
Gotcha. Not entirely ruling out Dr. Coon yet.
We'll see. It's going to take a little more work to do that one than it is just to volunteer in a lab.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on Nur-Sultan as a city and a place to train?
It's very interesting. It's working its way into a modern type city. There's a lot of great architecture around here. It's actually very I was very surprised when I stepped off the plane and saw all the really cool buildings, but at the same time a lot of those buildings are empty. So it's kind of like they're building a city for the hopes that a city will eventually be here. There's a lot of cool stuff, but there's just not the people to sustain it. So it's very odd in that way. But honestly, it looks very like a futuristic type city. So it's very cool. But again, there's not a lot of people, so it makes it kind of an eerie, almost abandoned type feel at the same time.
So you've been in town a little bit for the acclimation camp.
Yep.
How did that go?
Well, we actually trained at a hotel like right around here, so we have this facility this whole time. And then we actually just moved to the host hotel yesterday. So like I said, the host hotel is a lot better. It's smaller beds, but they're comfier.
Yeah.
So that's really nice. But the other spot we were in was, very nice. Got the stuff that we needed. So it was enough to live off of, enough to get going. Now it's time to thrive.
Yeah. Twin size beds. Are your legs hanging over the end?
Yeah, I wouldn't even consider these twin size beds. These are like, I always call them just European twins because they're smaller than a normal twin that you get back in the United States. But yes, my feet are hanging off the bed as well as my shoulders. These things are just way too small with really oversized pillows too. It's very, very odd. You got the small bed with just a monster pillow. How would we switch that up a little bit? Like, I'd rather a small pillow, big bed.
Notes for the tourism board to take into consideration.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, just ready to compete, excited to get going, and just get after it.
Cool. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you.